All right, welcome to Indy's Real Estate Gurus. I have a fabulous guest on us, a brand new agent, Lexi Inman. So, Lexi, I know you're new to the business,
Yeah.
but before that, what did you do before you even got into into decided to do real estate?
So I've worked at the gym, Hancock Wellness in New Pal, since I was 18. Um, been in college this whole time studying, uh, just, you know, working, going to school. That's about it up until here.
That's awesome. Yeah, it takes time,
Yeah.
and your mom actually is a real estate
Yeah,
agent,
my mom
right?
is a real estate
All right.
agent. Yep.
So did you want to become a real estate agent at start, or was it one of those, all right, I guess I'll give it a try?
So back in high school, I actually, for one of my psychology projects, put that I wanted to be a real estate agent. And we had to write like a little paper for it. And that's what I wanted to do as my career. And then I changed my mind a few times, went to education, went to psychology. And then I realized I really want to get out there, get to know people. I'm super outgoing. So I decided, well, I'll go back to the real estate
Yeah.
side of things.
Yeah, it is very interesting how many people that grow up in real estate that are anti it. And
Yeah.
then they can do some something and they're like, you know what? I think that might have been the right thing. And they come back. And the funny thing is they usually do phenomenal because they watch their parents do
Yeah.
it. So that's one good thing. So I know your mom, is she mentoring you or just bossing you around?
Yeah, no, she's definitely mentoring me. She's been supporting me along the whole way through my course, through my test, everything like that. And she's really excited for me now and trying to support me in it as well, even though we're, competing against each other a little bit now.
I mean, you compete, but you're not really compete against
Yeah,
real
not,
estate.
yeah,
There's so many homes out there.
yeah,
I mean, and let's be honest. I mean, it's one of those things that we find that most of the guru real estate agents, they train each other.
yeah,
I mean, especially the younger people, just because they want to show people, look, you can grow, we can be friendly.
yeah,
Yeah, we're going to compete, but to a point. But there's so many people out there.
yeah,
I mean, what Indiana has what multi-million, so
yeah,
you're doing just fine with
yeah.
doing a few homes.
Yeah, we just mess with each other. We're like, oh, we're in competition now, but it's like, no, she's my number one supporter for sure through all of it.
It just makes Thanksgiving dinners a lot more enjoyable.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure.
So when did you get your license roughly?
So I got my license back in April. So I actually passed my test on April 1st. It was a good April Fool's joke to my mom
Awesome.
too, telling her I didn't pass it. I said I want to give up, and she's like, "What?" And I was like, "April Fools, I passed." So I got my license that week.
Okay. So what did you start out doing? Did your mom tell you, hey, look, this is what you need to do, or?
So I knew that I wanted to join her managing brokerage company, which is Monteith, Legault, and Greenwood. So I just contacted them. I was like, I'm ready to get going. I mean, in that week, yeah, we got paperwork ready and I joined their company
That's
right away.
awesome.
Yeah.
So are they walking you through the training process, or what are they having you do to try to get clients?
So every week right now, I'm just learning the different contracts, paperwork, inspections, things like that. And then I got business cards to pass out. They've talked to me about social media and how important that is in the real estate, business. So that's what I'm trying to do right now is just get my name out there on social media, pass out my business cards, get my name out there, things like that.
Yeah. The worst thing when we talk to all these agents is the worst thing you can be is a secret agent.
Yeah.
And people not know who you are. And especially for somebody who just got the job like you, it's one of those things that you got to keep reminding people, hey, look,
Yep.
I do real estate. Whether it's today or 4 years from now,
Yeah.
you want them to think as you as the real estate agent,
Yes.
not your mom.
Yes, yes, exactly.
So do you do a lot of phone calls? Do you do a bunch of emails or?
So I haven't made any phone calls or emails yet. I really like to meet people in person, and that's how I like to get my name out there. So I did a cupcake pass out with my cards on them at my gym. My work let me do it
Awesome.
there. So got my name out there that way, talk to people there. That's my biggest thing right now. And I plan to do something for my neighborhood, pass out cards that way as well.
Awesome. So how did the gym feel like dropping off cupcakes?
Yeah, I had the first people that I offered cupcakes to, they were like, that kind of defeats the purpose. But everybody else was super nice about it. They were really excited. People were like, oh, did you start a cupcake business? And I was like, no, I'm just trying to pass out my real estate cards. They liked it though.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Is me being even a salesperson, just like a realtor, it's tough to go, "Hey, this is what I do," because people are like, "Oh, he's just trying to sell me something."
Yeah.
One thing that I've always noticed is if you just ask somebody what they do, they'll turn around and just ask,
Yeah.
and then you can just be, "No, yeah, I just sell real estate," and then, but what happens is then they have questions,
Yeah.
and so that's my tidbit is just, yeah, just you can ask people. It's kind of weird just walking. Hey, I'm Lexi. I sell real estate.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but it is weird. It is tough to switch to that role. I
Mhm.
will tell you that because even in car sales, I was anti. Let's sell cars.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And it was like when I'm at work, I'm at work. But when I'm off work, I'm not saying anything
Yeah.
because you got that bad rap. But real estate and even in mortgages, we got to look the other way.
Yeah.
Only way we get business is referral business
Yes.
and people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so what is the hardest thing you think so far that you've had to try to learn?
So I think so far the toughest thing is just knowing that it's going to take time to get your first client. I think that a lot of people beat themselves up when they don't get their first client right away. So I feel like that's the hardest thing right now is it just takes time in real estate.
Mm-hmm. I would fully agree.
Yeah.
And most of the people that we have a conversation with, and they say it took them roughly about 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So going without a paycheck for 6 months is kind of tough.
Yeah.
But the nice thing is like you've seen with your mom is the work you put in the first few years is what translates later. So you got to plant those seeds.
Yeah.
So have you ever planted, done any plants or vegetables or anything like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and the reason I asked is it's the same thing. Like I'm going through it with my kids right now is you plant a seed, but guess what? You don't watch it pop out of the soil for 4 or 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Then you watch it grow, but it doesn't produce anything.
Yeah.
Then you wait for another few weeks and maybe even a month or two, and then you start to see the little flower. Yeah. All right. That's like your pre-approved. That's like, all right, hey, I got a listing.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Then it starts to grow fruit, and you're like, all right, getting close to closing time. So it's just one of those things, just like planting a flower, it just takes time. Yeah. And I think that's one thing that a lot of realtors and that struggle with is they just jump into it and they're like, oh no, I'm gonna sell many houses. Where your mom is phenomenal.
Yeah, definitely.
Now I know we've had Josh on here. How is Josh?
I love Josh. Josh is great. He's very straight to the point with everything, but he's like always willing to help with anything that anybody needs help on. So he's a great role model for the industry for sure.
That's awesome. It's nice to hear, especially big, and when you start working for bigger companies, that the ownership of that company likes to look down and take care of people because sometimes people get looked over and stuff like that. But for them to take care of you and everything is awesome.
Him and Margie definitely make you feel super comfortable as soon as you join, their brokerage. They made me feel great.
Yep. So what are you looking at over the next month? Because our game plan is to have you on here at least once a month to find out your story. So over the next month, what is your game plan?
Over the next month, like I said, I'm just trying to get my name out there, get people know what I'm doing now. I really want to build my social media. That's my biggest thing, especially for people my age, graduating college, getting married, things like that. Like, I think it would be great to build social media up, try to get some clients that way, get my card out there, get my name out there, and do as many events that I can to get to know people.
And then, so if somebody's wanting to get in contact with you or on social media, how would they get a hold of you?
So you can either call me or email me or message me on social media. I'm pretty active on my phone either way. So.
And then what is that number?
So 317-468-5284.
Okay. And on your social media, are you under Lexi Inman or what do you?
Yeah, I'm under Lexi Inman, and it'll be, I think it's _realtor for that one.
Oh,
but yeah, you can, if you look up Lexi Inman, I'll pop up right away.
There you go.
Yeah.
And she's the realtor for you.
Yes, for sure.
So how are you branching yourself out on social media? Are you just clicking on people? Just, hey, add me as friends, or what are you trying to do to branch out?
So I am adding different people on social media, as well as I'll do like the Canva posts that you can do, like words that people might not know in real estate. Like I just did one about what an inspection is, and putting things out about like first time home buying and everything like that. But yeah, also following other real estate agents who have social media pretty big right now.
Well, that's a nice thing is there's so many, you can get tidbits off of some of the other people and be like, oh, that you shared that. Let me change it up a little bit and let me share something similar. So, Lexi, I'm looking forward to in about a month talking to you again. And hopefully you have a listing or somebody's like, hey, I'm ready to buy a house. Especially being summertime, it should be nice and easy that's when a lot of people start shopping. So hopefully in about a month, you'll have something good and we'll keep going. We'll find out how it all went. So what is a best number for somebody to get a hold of you again?
It was 317-468-5284.
All right. And if you want to get a hold of Rick or I, go to hardworkingmortgageguys.com. That is hardworkingmortgageguys.com. Or you can call us at 317-672-1938. Lexi, thank you again for it, and I'll see you in a month.
Thank you. See you in a month.
Branch NMLS number 33041. Rick Ripma's NMLS number 6645890. Ian Arnold's NMLS number is 1995469. Equal housing opportunity. Some restrictions apply.